بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My brothers and sisters, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I would like to begin by saying that all we have an equal responsibility. That responsibility is to listen with open heart and open mind in a world filled with prejudice and cultural conditioning. It's very hard to be able to find people to take a moment to think about life objectively and try to arrive at the truth about the world and the real purpose of life. Unfortunately, when you ask most people the question, what is the purpose of life, such a fundamental and important question, they will not tell you what they have concluded through observation or analytical reasoning. Rather, in most cases, they will simply tell you what is someone else said, or they will tell you what commonly presumed by others. What my father say purpose of life is, why my teachers say, what my friends say, etc. If I ask anyone about the purpose of eating, or why do we eat, everyone will say in one word or another that is for nutrition purposes, because nutrition sustains life. If I ask anyone why they work, they will say because it's a necessity in order to support themselves and to provide the needs of their families. If I ask anyone why they sleep, why they wash, why they dress, etc., they will answer with appropriate answers, for those are common necessities for all human beings. We can follow this line of questioning with 100 questions and receive the same or similar answers from anyone in any language from any place in the world. Then I ask you a question, or the question, why, when we ask the question, what is the goal and purpose of life, that we get many different answers? It's because people are confused. They don't really know. They are stumbling in the dark, and rather than say, I don't know, they just offer any answer they have been programmed to give. Think about it. Is our purpose in this world simply to eat, sleep, dress, work, acquire some material thing, and enjoy ourselves? Is this our purpose? Why are we born? What is the object of our existence? What is the wisdom behind the creation of man and this tremendous universe? Think about it. Think about those questions. Here, I would like to mention a few verses from the Holy Quran that addresses this subject. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولله ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء قدير. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار. We seek the protection of Allah from every evil things, and to Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and Allah is over all things competent. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of the night and day, are signs for those of understanding who remember Allah while standing or sitting or lying on their sides, and give thought to the creation of the heavens and earth, saying, Our Lord, you did not create this aimlessly. Aimlessly exalted are you above such a thing. Then protect us from the punishment of the hell. Surah 3, Ayah 189, 191. Now, here, in these verses, Allah draws our attention to the creation of the heavens and earth, and alternation of the night and day, the creation of the universe. He calls our attention to their creation and their precision, and mentions those who contemplate the wonders of creation and realize that this was not created for any foolish purpose, that Allah is exalted above doing such a thing, and they seek refuge with Allah from the punishment of the hell. Truly, when you see the design of all that Allah created, you realize it's very, very, very powerful and very precise. Something very powerful and very precise, something beyond your own calculation and imagination, cannot be foolish. My dear respected brothers and sisters, we have to ask ourselves a further question. When you see a bridge, a building, or an automobile, or something big, automatically consider the person or company that that constructed it. When you see a large ship, an aeroplane, a rocket, or a satellite, you also think about how incredible it is. You know by its design who the maker is. When you see super international airport, nuclear plant, or orbiting space station, you have to be thoroughly impressed with the engineering dynamics that are involved. Yet these are just things that are manufactured by human beings. So what about the human being body with its massive and intricate control systems? Think about it. Think about that. Think about the brain, how it thinks, functions, analyzes, retrieves, and stores the information, as well as distinguish and categorize information in a millionth of a second. All of this constantly. Think about all that. Think about the brain for a moment, and don't forget the fact that you are using your brain to consider itself. This is the brain that made automobile, the rocket ships, the boat, so on. Think about the brain and who made that. Think about the heart. Think about how it pumps continuously for 60 or 7 years, taking and discharging blood throughout the body, maintaining steady precision throughout the life of the person. Think about the kidneys and the liver and the various functions that they perform, the purifying instruments of the body that perform hundreds of chemical analyses simultaneously, and also controls the level of toxicity in the content of the body. All of these are done automatically. Think about your eyes. Your eyes, for example, the cameraman, the human cameras that adjust, focus, interpret, evaluate, discern the color, automatically, naturally receiving and adjusting to light and distance. Think about it. Think about how. Think about your eyes. Who create them? Who has mastered their design and functions? Who plans and regulate their functions? Human beings do this? No, of course not. What about the universe? Think about it. Think about this universe. This Earth is one planet in our solar system, and our solar system is one of possible many solar systems. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is one galaxy, one of the more galaxies. There are 100 million galaxies in the universe. They are all in order, and they are all precise. They are not colliding with each other. They are not conflicting with one another. They are swimming along in an orbit that has set for them. Did human beings set that into motion, and they are human beings maintenance the precision? No, no, of course not. Think about the oceans, the fish, the insects, the birds, and the plants, bacteria, and chemical elements that have not yet been discovered and cannot be dedicated even with the most sophisticated instruments yet. Each of them has a law that they follow. Did all this synchronization, balance, harmony, variation, design, maintenance, operation, and infinite numeration happen all by chance? Do you think that? Do these things function perfectly and perpetually also by chance? No, of course not. That would be totally illogic and foolish. In the least, it indicates that however it can to exist, it exists beyond the realm of human capability. We will agree to that. The being of the Almighty Power, God, the Creator, who has the knowledge to design and preparation, created all of this, and is responsible for maintaining it. He is the only one that deserves precise and gratitude. If I were to give each of you 100, for example, for $100 for no reason, just for being here, you would at least say thank you. What about your eyes, your kidneys, your brain, your children, and your life? Who gave you all of that? Is he not worthy of praise and thanks? Is he not worthy of your worship and recognition? My brothers and sisters, that is natural, is the goal and purpose of this life. Allah said to us in the Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. I did not create the jinn and mankind expect to worship me. Surah 51, Ayah 56. This is what the Almighty said. Our purpose in this life is to recognize and create to recognize the Creator, to be grateful to Him, to worship Him, to surrender ourselves to Him, and to obey the laws that He has determined for us. It means worship is our purpose in life.